I think that right now, like what TikTok is marketing towards, they're not really like a minor safe platform. So I feel like it should be more of like a 18 plus platform because of all the content that is on it. And it's more concerned about, we're concerned about the kids, but it seems like it's a big move because if they're banning TikTok, then they're going to ban Snapchat, they're going to they should ban Instagram, they should ban Facebook, they should ban Twitter.
I feel like there's not a good platform for minors, and also most of these platforms are 18 up, and they just are like, yeah, I'm 18. I was born in 1967. I don't know, obviously I have no idea, but maybe like, cause I know TikTok, like the algorithm and all that, like it tracks a lot of stuff, like, and I feel like TikTok might be the app that knows the most about people, and I think that they're nervous because it's not like a US government thing. I feel like they are nervous that they might use that against us like later on or something. But honestly that's just like speculation.
Yeah, are you guys nervous about that?
What?
That they might use information against you if the governments are at odds with each other? Yeah.
I'm nervous about that as much as I am for any other social media platform. Like, I don't think TikTok is special in that regard. I don't trust, I mean, maybe this is pessimistic of me, but I don't trust our government any more than I trust any other government with a social media organization. So it's kind of a moot point to me, personally.
To other, because their rule policies and stuff are like very, very, very strict. Like to the point where like certain games you can't even get in China at all. Like, I mean, like one example is like Roblox. It's not really accessible in China, but like they tried to roll it out in China, but they're like so restrictive. You can only play like a couple of games.
I think if they're going to do that to China, which I am for, they should also do it to the companies in the United States because, you know, why, just because it's their iPhone that I'm using or their platform that I'm using, that means that full reign to do with my data whatever they please, you know. So yeah, I think if they're gonna do it, they need to take a look at themselves and be like, well, where's this money going? Because I'm sure some of that money's made its way into the pockets of bureaucrats that, you know, conveniently sit on the boards of these giant companies as soon as their term is over. So yeah, I think it's not as, you know, black and white as they make it seem.
Don't know like a ton. I've never used TikTok. I've used some social medias before. I try to stay away from it as much as I can, but
Why?
it's just not good for your mental health. There's nothing really good about it. It started off as, you know, you're sharing with your friends and all this, and then it becomes a popularity race and seeing who's doing what and this and that, and it's gone so far from its roots that I just kind of have walked away from it. But to the TikTok thing, I mean, I do understand that. Like, I knew back in 2020 or 2021, like even before they were pushing like social media isn't good for your mental health and stuff, it was the data breaching to China. They were scared that like they were taking users' data and all this stuff, and that's why they were trying to ban it at that time. It seems like they're doing the same thing now, but I don't know too much about it really. You've seen so many young people make so much money and like be able to brand themselves off of social media.
Right.
It's something that we've never seen before as a career path. So I mean, if you take that away, I know it's not really a job in the first place, but I mean, it seems like it's implementing itself to where young people that are content creators can make money that way without having to go through big productions or agents or anything. They can kind of just create their own content and throw it up there for free and get large viewings and large deals and stuff like that. So I mean, good for them. It's definitely something I've thought about, like being a Twitch streamer or something, but I mean, if you're going to take that away, it's definitely going to affect a lot of people that call themselves influencers.
It's interesting too, because like if you think about social media like it's a river or something like that, you know, if a river doesn't have any borders, you know, it's kind of chaos. It's going to run rampant. But you also have to think about like who's creating the borders, and right now it seems, you know, to be like the U.S. government, because they told China, they said, we're going to ban it unless you sell it, you know, and if you don't, like, you have to sell it to a company that we can trust. But really, we can trust means that we have access to, that we can monitor, and things like that, which means that I mean, it's kind of in the same vein as like a monopoly, that they're trying to corral all the data into their favor, into the stream that they want it to be. So it is in some way protection, but you also have to think like, you know, there is a fine line between trying to have all the power and decision making in regards to the data and whatnot in social media, and then letting it be like a free open platform and an open space for people. But yeah, as of recent, it just seems like blatantly obvious that they're like, we're gonna create the borders and you guys are just gonna live within it, and we'll you know, enjoy the financial repercussions of it. So